Welcome to the Hampshire 1900 start for workers and resources Soviet Republic. We'll pick up on the 1st of April 1973. And in this part, what I want to do is get the metro up and running down in Milford-on-Sea, and hopefully we won't have any problems. But before that, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. Also, I just want to give you an update with this connection here, which I've had quite a lot of problems with, in the fact that the trams wouldn't come here. And I finally worked out what's actually causing the problem. If you look at this, you will see that this actual connecting building here, which is this building here, the tram railroad connector, is right-hand drive only. So it's not unidrival, and in a way it makes sense because the road is right-hand drive as well. So that's the reason why the trams would not come out to here. So what I've done is I've put this crossover in. Once this is being built, what I should be able to do then is send new trams out ready to be repaired, and more importantly, we can scrap this tram here, which is actually being repaired. So maybe I shouldn't be scrapping it because it's back down to 20% wear and tear. So again, this is one thing about trams, which is the reason why I built this building over here. So this is going to become the primary tram shed. Simply because, this would be the repair tram shed. So when a tram gets too damaged, what it can do is be sent here, and then actually just let the game speed up. So it can actually be repaired directly from here. But so that's one of the downside of trams. You need to keep an eye on them. I don't think they actually auto repair, or they might actually, and that's the reason why this isn't actually working. Hopefully the game will get out here and build that bit of track, and then we can sort that out. Generally, the rest of Warstock is just running along quite well. If I come over, we've got our fire station here with a single helicopter in it. I think at the moment it's kind of part doing a job. Actually, is that actually showing the coverage? Oh, okay, so this is actually showing the coverage. I never realized that. It's one thing about this game. I think this is probably the water pickup area, isn't it? So if it can pick up the water, it might actually, yeah, it's actually showing the coverage. So we got coverage to Gosport, but not to, okay, let's go the other way. So it does cover all the pumping stations over here. Must admit, there's one thing about this game is that, I mean, I've got, I think a couple of thousand hours into this game, and there's always something new, like that tram connector, the helicopter coverage, which I never knew you could actually see it. I mean, I've just always worked on the assumption that it would be there. Now, the other big project here, well, besides the fact that we're trying to pull all these components together, I think we've still got quite a lot to build in the underground network here. Things got a little bit out of control here. What I should have done is built the network. So we're running a risk of fire, which is unfortunate. But the other big project we're running here is the electrification linking of this line here. Let me just see if it's not quite finished yet. We're getting close to get to here. And then all we've got is this little bit of a link here after this side's been built. So we built this side, now we're building this side, and I think it's going to take a little while to actually do it. So that's our kind of main focus at the moment with respect to this area. Eastleigh is still trugging along, doing its thing. I mean, I do need to spend a little bit of time polishing this because I get a feeling that this area is a little bit unbalanced now. I mean, it's running and we've still got 80% happiness with 91% health. So things are okay, but they're not, you could say, brilliant. And I do need to spend a little bit of time polishing that. Southampton is coming along. I think we still got some unemployment problems here. Can't work in. Maybe it's time to drop in another kindergarten. Just in here, I think. Yeah, I think we'll drop in a kindergarten in here. That will suck up some of the residential stuff as well. Not residential, but I don't want a big one. Maybe we'll just tuck you in. We're putting it this way to reduce the amount of roads. We'll do something like that. I think if I put you there to there, and then we can put a little bit of an asphalt path there. Actually, I think what we will do is just bring you out the back there as well. This Crawley ground crew is getting a little bit redundant at the moment. I'm kind of starting to think that we may need to move that. The same with this road crew's doing a sterling job, but it seems to like picking up things. Okay, unemployment too high. Yeah. What we will do is just drop you in there. So this area is going quite well. We are producing the hazardous waste here, and of course our waste processing area here is slowly coming together. Emphasis on the word slowly, but we are kind of bringing it together. What we really need is a bit more rail capacity out here to lay all this track, but of course we've also got to build in Totten here as well. One thing I would like to do now while I'm here is hook you there to there, and we get the road crew on, because what that should do then is give us the link to the workforce, because this is going to be in a single industry town, unless of course I can find another reason to expand it. What we will do is bring this road crew over here, and you can work on that and that. I think what I will do is, where's the ground crew here? Because you've got no buses. This is the advantage of a ground crew, in the sense that what you can, no road connection. Okay, this guy, you just, why are you not connected there? Oh great, that's not connected, so we're gonna have to get the demolition crews on that. It's a pain in the neck, that's gonna be. Luckily we spotted it early enough to get that sorted, so I think what we can do is get you. What I will do is change the mixed waste to there. That's mixed waste, isn't it? Yeah. Because it's not like he's going to produce that much. So we're going to need to build this up. Anyway, let's go down to Milford-on-Sea, because this is where we're going to probably spend most of the video. I've solved the problem with the respect to the trains here. It's down to the fact that the game is right-hand drive as well. So for example, if we go underground and we find the metro tunnels here, what you will see, if you look at the stations, they're all right-hand drive. That means that if we come over to, where are you? I've got 3 metro trains in here, so what we're going to do now is set them up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore this station, because at the moment, but we are going to have to start there, and then we'll have to modify the route as things happen. You're going to load workers there. You're going to come here. You're going to unload workers, but what I'm going to do is you're going to oops, wrong way. You're going to unload 70% of your workforce there, and then you are going to come out to here, unload everybody else here, and then you are going to go to the end station there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a station on the way back as a marker, but you guys aren't going to actually pick up anyone. That's more as a marker. Now if we go there, now before we release any other trains, I just want to see if this will work. So we're going to play trains again. Underground. You can see this train has got a capacity of 525 people. Now these guys are complaining about the unemployment, but once these trains start running, they're going to suck up that unemployment, which is intentional. So we're going to go in here. What happens is the train will go in here. It will pause temporarily because it's the only train on the track, so it won't pause for a time delay. And it will go run back the other way. I mean, it will take a little while for the game to work out that there is now jobs at the end of the metro line, but because I'm using this as a pickup point for construction office, you can see here, look at that. We've got nearly 400 workers on board now. This is the beauty of using metros. They are a massive capital investment, and to get the real benefit from them, you've got to have a big industry with a big town attached to it. So if we come above ground now, they're not fast, but they do carry a lot of, they are the real champions of moving lots and lots of people around. Oops, what happened there? What you see is now we're going to get lots of people coming into here. Oh, God. That's in Ferrum, yep. And what you will see now is we will increase the workforce now. And we'll probably max out the workforce in here as well. Actually, we'll probably go to 350. And of course, the surplus workforce will come down into here. I don't know if the train, where is the train? Are you train? Okay, so he's just dropped off. This is why I've set it out here. We've now got workers there. We've now got workers in the coal mines. This one we're not going to worry too much about. We've got 2 coal mines here. We're over producing now. And more importantly now, the steel will flow. So what we've got to do now is come here. All related vehicles. I think that's a residual for the when I was kind of thinking about the line going forward. What we need to do now is open this up. It's very important that you... Okay, yeah, it's unreachable at the moment because the other train is coming out. Now, metro trains don't need signals beyond this little connection here. They will space themselves out eventually over time. You can see he's waiting because this is the other bit isn't clear. Probably technically they don't actually need. They can just push down onto the line. You don't really need these. because they would just space themselves out eventually. You can see you got another train, another one coming in. Oops. Another 274 workers. We'll actually see how many actually get off. Virtually all of them got off of that station. That's okay. To be honest, at the moment, the coal mines down over here, as long as we got workforce into here, see, as we get the 3 start to go, we'll get a regular workforce into here. Now, the one change I do want to make is we've got a fire station up here. Train waiting too long. Yeah, I was just going to pause the game while we're doing this. We've got a fire station up here, which now technically is a little bit redundant. What I would like to do is put the fire station down here. Whoops. Yeah, but emergency. We're going to put a full-sized fire station. You've got water, but what I want is this guy to be in range of this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put you. Can you get you could get there, but I think I'd rather have you about here on this branch here, like that. Although, do I need that? Well, yeah, we can build that. It's not urgent at the moment. And we're going to assign you there. Now, the reason I want to move the fire station from here to here is that this bus stop at the moment is got a police station here as well. Oh, great. We may have to move the police station as well down to here. Let me just see. Can we put... We've got a small police station. Which one is this one? Oldham Police Station. Let's just have a look at that. Police station. This is to keep the crime down because this is going to be quite high capacity. This has got 6. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think we can just tuck you on there as well. And we'll just give you a gravel road like that. And I think we're just tuck that in there. Is there anything else in the infrastructure wise? No. Good. The only thing we might need to put in here is a garbage collection. Probably something like that, just tucked in. Just tuck you in there as well. Just do the walking distance. Yep, that'd be good. And then what that means is that once this is all built in, we can remove this bus route, which means that we will get more efficient workforce out to here. And the workforce where these are coming from, which I'm pretty sure is coming from over here. So we can then remove this bus route. And that means that we'll get a lot more efficient workforce into here, which we can build up over time here. So we can now start moving in here. Oh, we got that train, is it? Where's the train waiting too long? I need to go and sort that out. Where are you? Okay, these guys have collided. They're kind of wasting... Oops. That was the wrong way round. I should have got rid of him. Okay, just... Yeah, it should have been the other way round. I think it's time to get rid of all those messages. You don't need 47 messages. Right, let's get back over to here. See if the game has done the honours here and made the connection. Where is it? There it is here. So what I need to do here is put in the mixed signals here. Although technically it doesn't need to be that, because it has to be right-hand drive. So it really needs to be like that. And then of course it comes in as a left-hand drive and goes out as a right-hand drive there. Now I've got some trams stashed somewhere, which actually, oh no, I've got my test tram thing in it. I thought I had some trams stashed somewhere. What I do want to do is you get rid of this one. He's got a very annoying kind of logo. Not that symbol on the top, which has been... So what you should do now... Stop. It's unreachable. So it's still saying it's unreachable. But I have done these signals the right way round, haven't I? It's right-hand drive. Yeah. It's left-hand drive. Haha. Top tip here, guys. Don't do left-hand drive railway. It's a pain in the neck. Okay. Try again, and let's see if we can send you to. It still says it's unreachable. It's saying it can't get to here. So what's going on here? Yeah, it's left-hand drive, right left-hand drive. This is fully electrified, isn't it? Okay, this is not electrified. Okay, I don't understand why that's not electrified. Okay, we're gonna have to electrify this track now. Again, this is one of the downsides of actually doing you know, when you do early starts, things can get a little bit. Okay, right, this is gonna, what we're gonna have to do is build in here and then build back this way. So we're gonna put you up the priority list. High priority. High priority. Let's push this so that the game... I'm going to remove the signals here to try and get a little bit more efficiency in actually. And then the train can come in. Yep, we'll just build that in. Yep. Yeah, it is part of the problem. As I say, when you start in 1960, life is a little bit easier because you build the track that you want to run. When you've got this situation, spotting those little bits of track which haven't been built properly can be a bit of a pain in the neck. While we're here, we might as well just take a quick look around and see. We're going to need to make sure all this has been electrified. Now, we did have a fire burn down in something burned down in Fareham, didn't we? So what burnt down in Fareham? And of course I've deleted the messages. The police station burnt down. Thank you, game. I think what we'll do is we'll get the demolition crew to remove it, but we won't rebuild it. I need to get all that infrastructure built first. Then we will do the necessary. So you can clear that. That's the hospital. That's another 172 tons of mixed waste. have these got all connections? Let me just see. You haven't got a connection there. I'm going to... I need a ground cruise on this so that we can bring these up to par very, very quickly. I think you can run with mud roads there. And we can fill these in. I've got an asphalt footpath there. You've got a footpath connection there. You've got a footpath connection there. We can put a footpath connection there. You can come there. You can come there. Now we are going to need to put some trash collection in here. I think that would be a good position for one that would cover all this area. So we might as well get the trash in relatively quickly. We could put some more trash collection here. Oops. Yeah, I think if we put one in there like that, we're certainly going to need some trash collection up here. In fact, that's covered, that's covered. We're certainly going to need to put some... We'll cover this and this. So we'll just tuck one there. And of course, because we got a major shopping mall here, I think what I will do is put a road up there like that, or footpath up like that. And we've got the secret police here, police station here, hospital there that's got their own trash collection. So we will put in some, actually we put the garbage collection about there. Then we can, we'll put that in because we're going to rebuild it, so that will go there. And then of course in the center here, I think what I will do is take out these for the moment, and we will put in an asphalt footpath there. There's a node there. I'm not sure we can remove it. There's a vehicle running on it. Okay, thank you, game. Okay, we're going to put an asphalt footpath to there. Probably run you to there. We've got a vehicle repair station here, which is what we're going to need. What we can do here, we've got a store here. This game is very good at distracting players. I'll put that connection in there. We will, I think we'll go for put gravel connection there, gravel connection there. Okay, we can't put that in, but we can put that one in. So we can put the gravel connections in there. That will mean that we can put a trash collection. Actually, we're going to need a trash collection for this here. And of course, I haven't actually considered how we're going to manage the trash here. Because somehow we're going to get a lot of trash. Actually, that's something I had not considered. How we're going to manage the trash. Have I considered the trash collection? All this stuff is very, very vulnerable. Yeah, I don't think I can merge the waste collection here because we are going to need to bring in waste from here, from the coal mines. So what we're probably going to have to do in the short term, what we will do is we will put a transfer office here. We don't need it to be elaborate, but we will need to make it large. We'll put the transfer office there, like that. We'll put the technical office next. Actually, we'll put the technical office. No, actually, put it over here. This would be the waste collection technical office. And then that can cover this area here. That can drop off there. We will need a distribution office here for the... can we put you in that corner there? Just make it nice and neat and tidy. What we'll have to do is use chained distribution offices. Not distribution office, waste transfers. Or what have you got here? Biological waste. Okay, so who's picking up from here? Yeah, you should pick up everything. What are you dropping off? Where are you dropping off the biological waste? Why are you... You shouldn't be dropping off biological waste there. Trouble here is I don't really have proper... Wow, fertilizer everywhere. Okay. I've just got another problem. Right. Let me just say... Who's picking up from here? Yeah, your waste disposal. You're picking up the biological waste from here. I think what we will do... It's a long way and it's not very efficient, but I don't think that these guys actually do that much. But I think if we sell the biological waste... Yeah, here they go. This has just been building up for a very long time. Once that's actually finished, I'm not exactly sure why you guys are following that road there. Don't want that. Wait for them to get off the road. I do want that built in. Keep forgetting about it. You come all the way over here. You guys are just sat around doing absolutely nothing. Because you're just way too far out of your... Okay, you've picked up. That's good. Yeah, so that temporarily solves the problem. But eventually what we'll do is as we build into here to Cosham, we'll put a centralized pickup point probably close to where our coal mine is. So we need to evolve that. I'm also aware that I'm running out of time on the video. So what we'll do is we're going to come all the way back down here. Right, so I just want to make sure, yeah, look at that. The steel doth flow. I suppose the next thing we need to consider is, well, what I need to do now is we're going to change all the vehicles over here. We've got no drinking water, but that's okay. We're going to shut you down. And we're going to demolish you. And where's my demolition crew? You guys can remove that. And what we can do is just put a little bit of bio waste in there. They've got no drinking water, but that's okay. We don't need maximum efficiency from these guys. We'll get this built and then we'll move the fire crew over it as well. Probably, how's the workforce here? They're still queuing up, but I think we could probably bring in a little bit more now. I don't want to go completely over the top. but what we will do is just bring in another 180. The key when you set up a metro line is don't overload it to begin with. Just keep the flow going into here. Just want to make sure that we've got the workforce going out this way as well. So I think what we can do is, you've got no bus, you know, you've got some buses, so we'll put you on there, and where you've got buses as well. See, most of the built workforces are going to be out here. We'll get you there. Is there any empty buildings around here? Actually, what I should do is use the overlay. Empty flats, where are you? Free flats. So we've got no free flats in this area. We've got plenty of empty blocks here. We'll allow people into there. When you get to the you can get to the filtration plant, but you can't get to can I get you out the back here, put you to there. Right, you can get to there now. Let's see if we can push you out a little bit further. Yeah, I think that will work. We've got one overload there. Right, so we've still got room to expand there. Part of me feels that, I don't know, we've got unemployment here. Could probably do with putting some extra cable cars on here so that we can get more workers out. Missing resource steel. Oh, come on guys, we got piles of steel. Who's moving the steel here? Where are you? Who's picking up the steel? Okay. You're too far away, aren't you? Yeah, right. These guys need their own dedicated materials distribution office now. I thought you had one. I'm sure I built one. Where are you? I'm 100% certain that I actually built a distribution office over here specifically for the task of supplying these guys. Okay, maybe I didn't. Although technically these guys should be in the right place, actually, come to think of it. Let me just look at this again. You are actually, what you probably need is we've got 2 open holes, 2 dumpers. I think what we need to do here is actually split the role. We're going to get 2 more open holes here. Let me just see capacity. I'm going to get 2 more of these guys here. The man's 504s. These are actually faster than the SK 760s. So I think open holes. I think we need to change this a little bit. Capacity. We're going to replace you. Okay. Total capacity. think it's time to standardize our things. It's a shame that you can't just literally do all these. We're going to move to the... Okay, why are you guys different? I think I've still got some of these knocking around. The Russo bolts. Why have I still using these? Okay, we're going to replace you with that. They're probably because these guys are still running. I think we will standardize to the mass. Let me just see. Where are these yards? Where are you? Okay, you're moving building supplies, so you need to be a got an ammo here. What are enough are you? Main management. Okay, who do you work for? Main management. Okay, you're only moving very small amounts of materials. So you don't need a big truck. You just need something that's... what are you? The ammo. You're the last of the breed. Right, we need something that's small, but speed would be the better one, wouldn't it? Zil with crane. Open hole, please. I don't want logging. Why are you... Okay. I think we're going to have to get rid of you. Where are you going? Okay, let me just pick up. There. There. Goodbye. You've probably done a stirring job. I mean, how old are you? Yeah, I think you've been quite happily being replaced. I think you guys need to go. And I think what we will do is replace you with a small open hole with a bit more speed. I think you're 82 kilometers now. We'll get one of those. We've got an ammo 15 here, which is covered hole as well. Wow. These are covered as well, so could probably get rid of you as well. This is another one of the more tiresome tasks that you will do with an early start, and that is that some of these trucks here will... I mean, 42 kilometers an hour. What are you doing in running in 1973? This isn't a vintage car museum or anything like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start kind of should we go all sort by vehicle age descending. Yeah, we got some really old vehicles in here now, which really do... What are you? You're a dumper, so dumper capacity. I think you're 12 tons. I think we can replace you with a Zil. What are you? You're an old covered hole. What are you? You have 3 tons. Covered hole 97. J covered B 1000s. You're too small. I think we'll replace you with that. Let me just see. Get rid of these Mack trucks eventually. Okay, we got a very old logging truck here. You're carrying 8 tons of wood. 20 don't really want 23 tons of wood. 11 tons of wood. What we got here? The trick with these is that you don't. That's the 8-ton version. And the 42, yeah. Actually, the YAG logger is still pretty relevant, really. Because there's no point putting one of these in because the capacity is too much. And then they take quite a long time to... Actually, I'm going to stick with that YAG logger at the moment. Because it seems to make sense. Right, I'm aware that I'm running out of time on this video. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to have another little bit of a run round here. Just see if... one thing I did do is, yeah, we've now made this connection here. We do need to run out to there. I need to think of a town plan for Gosport here. In fact, I think what we'll do is we got that there. I think what I will do is we will run... We got the... I don't think I want this for the metro line, but I think what I do want is this. So the metro will come... No, not metro. The tram will come up to here. Come to here. And then probably come out a bit further. Go round. We'll probably... I think what we will do is... road with tram track. What we're going to do is run you there. And there. And what we'll do is this will be the backtrack. We'll probably come out here a little bit further. The coal mine is over there, so we'll probably run out this way. My instinct is that because how many coal mines have I got out here? How many? We are over coal, aren't we here? Yeah. I think there's enough for 2 coal mines here. I think we can make it work with a tram network running out to there, but it's a long way out, so we'll have to push the town. We'll have to push Gosport out this way. So I think what we will do is, because it's going in the right direction. Yeah, so we're going to come across here. Come this way to this road junction, and then it's still a very long way. I think we can build out here, so we'll kind of probably have a tram line out round here. Yeah, I think I don't think I'm going to use a... let me just plan the road here. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to use a train out that way. But what we can do is use the tram network to... That's better, yeah. What we'll do is we will run a tram track out here to there. Why have you got a connection here? Okay. That's good, that's good. Yeah, we'll run the tram track out here. We'll build the town out this way. And then what we'll probably do is put a passenger station here. And we'll use trains to move the workforce out to here for the industrial site. Yeah, I think that will work. But what I'm inclined to do is push this road out back down this way a little bit more further, like that, and then we'll probably put a tram line across here. So road crew, you picked up, okay, you've picked everything up, that's good. We're going to need these guys to provide the technical support for that there. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.